Hey there. So, we've been talking about mindfulness and being non judgmental. And I just want to follow up with that and make sure it's very clear what the benefits are of practicing mindfulness in a non judgmental way. So, to be sure, when you are being mindful, you're being mindful of the present. Unless you're very specifically focusing on the past or an objective in the future, you're staying focused in the present. One thing to be aware of is in the present is when we are free. We have no freedom and are wholly determined in the past, and we have no ability to change what the future will be at that time. Now, we can do things in the present which will affect it then. One of the things that you'll notice, if you think about like AA, they get through one day at a time, one day at a time. And when they do that, it keeps them focused in the present and makes the difficult parts of life feel manageable. And by being present and mindful of what you're experiencing, you will experience your emotions a little bit more fully. And as part of feeling your emotions more fully, it will also allow you to feel pleasant emotions more fully. Often, if we're about to be anxious or we're about to be fearful or we're about to be angry, we try to push that emotion away. And indeed, at times that can be effective. However, on the whole, if we are pushing emotions away, we are not going to be able to be present with them. And what that does is for the whole of our emotional apparatus, it turns it off and it makes us feel more and more numb. So being mindful and present with our emotions allows us to experience happiness and love and joy and all these things. So additionally, it takes quite a bit of effort to push away reality and to not notice things. Now, if you've been doing it a long time, you'll probably not be conscious of this. And what you'll find is by being present in the moment mindfully, you will eventually have more energy and your focus will improve. So, when you do that, you will notice that your own experience will feel more valid. You will feel like less of an odd duck because things make sense in the moment if you allow yourself to be validated by the present. So, when you also are mindful of the present moment, you will experience a deeper connection to yourself, to your emotions, to your thoughts, the world around you, and the people that you care about and love. When, excuse me, when you're with your emotions, you also find that you'll be aware of the subtle emotions picking up. So you notice a little bit of anxiety coming, a little irritation coming, and you can resolve it in a proactive way. And by doing that, you will therefore have less reactive emotions or less intense responses to people because you're able to be more proactive and intentional. So, there are a handful of very good reasons to, there's a judgment, of effective reasons to be mindful and focus on not being judgmental. And I'm going to follow this up with a handful of mindful exercises.